Why are you looking at me like that? What? It's because we're in the tailgate?
Come on. It's my first time ever doing this, really.
Oh, come on. You'll be fine. The car alarm's not going to go off, you big sissy.
Is that your fault? It's your fault.
You'll be fine. I promise this thing's not going to go off. No one's going to call the cops. And, well, this is a big one. We need to be serious. What's that funny face you're trying to make, Elbow? It's serious. Come on. Just cue the guitar part. Hey, General Blaze here.
Colonel Sanders?
Today is a little something different. Today we're talking about our most anticipated games of 2015.
It's actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty big list as far as the coming months.
Yeah. But if you're wondering, what about these new re-releases such as the Saints Row 4, Devil May Cry, the reboot, and Devil May Cry 4? Well, those will most likely be quickie reviews, but I do intend to get some of them, especially Devil May Cry, the reboot, even though I know some people really didn't like it because of the Dante, but I didn't mind it. But anyways, this is a new game, and we also have some text responses from you, and also video responses were tacking in, so without further ado, let's get things started. January 27th is a zombie game developed by Techland, the makers of Dead Island. And take a look.
So this game is actually looks pretty fun. Being that I did the sketch for it, I'm actually anticipated to try it out. If I practice more on it, I will. But for the most part, what you see me doing is actually implemented in the game, and you can do this across streets, across rooftops, as far as you can zip line. And what's cool is the night feature that zombies are more effective. It's a new feature I didn't know about, was that you can actually become a zombie in somebody else's session, and you can ruin pretty much whatever antics they're up to.
Yeah, if you're wondering what game we're talking about Dying Light, coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. For the previous gen, they decided not to because apparently it wasn't cooperating, which I don't know about that. But this game is looking pretty good, and the nighttime sessions where you get to play as a zombie, invade other people's games, which it should be a treat, especially since you could upgrade your zombie. So be careful out there if you see a zombie. And February comes. We couldn't do a sketch on this because we were having a little hard time with it. But Evolve definitely for sure has our attention. For sure.
It looked like actually a pretty good game. A lot of y'all that played the Left 4 Dead series is actually the creators from that series. You can notice some of as far as the features from that game being that you can take control of 4 different people. You know, you're hunting for as far as like weird kind of alien type monsters. And what's even cooler is you can become the monsters chasing down the hunters.
Yes, you get to play as the monsters this time, either humans or the monsters, which I'm pretty pumped for this one. And you know, it's a little different, and I hope that it's on the online as multiplayer is good as the campaign, because to me those are too vital. Like, if you can have a best multiplayer, but if your campaign sucks, I'll mention that later, it's not a good complete package. So, this game's coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. In March, we got a first-person shooter franchise that's famous that had a slope in this past year, but they switched soldiers from cops. Take a look. Of all the places, man, that we take our break while on duty, you have to pick this playground. What is this?
Well, this is usually where I take my kid. I mean, it's not that bad. Come on.
Oh, come on. Someone's going to accuse us of being pedophiles here. Well,
It's like, think of what happens. You know the reports we've gotten here previously.
oh yeah, that one time when that guy pulled his schlong out and we tackled him. Yeah, let's just say he wasn't peeing for quite a while.
Like,
And
that'll teach you to...
let's go.
Like,
Let's go.
So, Battlefield Hardline actually looks like a pretty good game. I like that it shines light on the cops and robbers in the city, as far as crime throughout the city, than on the field.
I'm sure you're all thinking about reminiscing for the times you played cops and robbers. Well, your dream's about to come true, as this one looks interesting, as Visceral Games collaborates with DICE to bring you this game, which previously, honestly, Battlefield 4 should have got on its knees and begged for forgiveness. To me, that was one of the worst games of 2013. It was broken. It had bad gameplay, bad story. I did not like Hannah. The story ending was just awful. It was just broken, and I think EA was just trying to get a quick buck. Why are you looking at me like that? It was like the Battlefield Temple of Doom, and you know it.
Don't listen to him, guys. Most of y'all know, as far as me continuous playing it, I had it on the PS3 and jumped it onto the PS4. I'll admit at the beginning it kind of crashed. It was a little bit frustrating, but over time it got better. A lot of y'all know that a lot of the new DLC came out, new weapons. I actually played a little bit of the last DLC and I actually enjoyed it. Still play it a little bit now and then, but I warmed up to it definitely. So I know most of y'all were upset, but I enjoy the game.
Well, to me, big server, no server, patches, no patches, they should kill it from opening. It's especially since if they're going to complete Call of Duty. But one thing's for sure, we're definitely excited for this game, and I am pumped to see what Visceral has up their sleeve. Coming this March 17th on PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PC. In April, we got a famous fighter franchise coming back in full form, and it's gonna be pretty brutal.
Round 1. Fight. Finish him.
You in pain?
General Blaze wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
So, a lot of y'all know the Mortal Kombat series from the arcade game starting in the later years, way before probably my time. And what's actually pretty neat is I played a lot of the arcade games, and the very first Mortal Kombat game I ever played on a console was Deadly Alliance, and I actually enjoyed the game. And I didn't really keep up with it throughout the years. I played a little bit with my friends as far as them having copies. So seeing the trailer for this game, I was actually pretty amped. What's cool is that you can actually see the fractured bones, you can see the
X-rays,
damage.
X-rays, fatalities. By the way, he's okay. He took it like a champ. If you're wondering, you saw in that photo. But yeah, you get to do fatalities, and it's not. If you're not following, it's not developed by Midway anymore. NetherRealm Studio takes over as a as they had success with the last one, and recently with the amazing Injustice: Gods Among Us, they come back to form a Mortal Kombat in brutal form, and boy, all it's
They deliver.
delivers. And we're looking forward to this April coming on PlayStation 3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. In June, we got a famous DC superhero for his final chapter in its famous installment.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Man, the problem was... Man, you're getting these sketches. It wasn't... He's okay. He wasn't. He's...
Sucked. You caught me off guard.
Batman Arkham Knight. Coming on PC, PlayStation 4, and only next-gen consoles and PC. So, this one, you get its famous... Okay. You get to drive the Batmobile. Yeah. The Batmobile. And that's the most promoted part. And you know what? I am so excited considering I am a Batman fan. He's my favorite DC superhero. And he's more of a Superman kind of guy, but...
I respect Bats, honestly. I do. He can be a pretty kick-ass character.
And yeah, that's why he's going to kick his ass at Batman vs. Superman. And
Can't wait for that movie, man. You know, Batman can... I will admit, Batman is swift on his feet, has a lot of brains, but it's that kryptonite suit. I guarantee if he didn't have that kryptonite suit and Superman didn't have the morals he had, Batman would be 6 feet under.
Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, whatever. But one thing's for sure, Ben Affleck, please don't let me down.
Please.
I mean, please. I love Batman. I mean, Michael Keaton did a good job. Didn't mind Val Kilmer, George Clooney, and no. Christian Bale did a really good job to me. He was good. And Ben, please don't mess it up. But anyways, this game is also... Gotham's a lot more bigger. You get to roam around it. I think that's why they're putting it on next gen only, because it's too big for that. Maybe the other previous consoles can't handle it. But we are definitely pumped in, you know. We're definitely going to have a crossover with another friend of mine, hopefully.
All in good terms, guys.
Okay, we're going to talk about some games that are kind of on our mind. I might do a solo review of this that I hope improves, because Metal Gear Phantom Pain. I played Ground Zeroes. I did enjoy it, but it just felt like a demo, and I think Kojima should have just put it on there. But this one, I am hoping it's amazing. And they're introducing Metal Gear Online, which I saw the preview, and it's looking great.
As far as me, I might actually go back to 1998 with The Legend of Zelda? That was a game I enjoyed throughout my childhood. I didn't play it as far as when it first came out. I remember my uncle having it, I would say, when I was smaller.
It's coming for the Wii U, I think.
And it actually looks pretty good. I played most of the Legend of Zelda games. I mean, there's some that I haven't played a whole lot of, but it was crazy seeing how far it's come from over the years.
Yep.
Ocarina of Time, definitely the best out of the best of the series. That essentially was my childhood growing up on the Nintendo 64. Loved it, and to this day, I usually continue playing it.
Okay, and we almost forgot about one special thing. Well, actually, we have a game that pretty much we both agree on for these next couple ones. Uncharted 4.
Yes.
Nathan Drake comes back in all his glory, and and I seen the graphics, and I could have sworn it was a movie from the previews I did see. Nolan North is Nathan Drake, and you know what? It's like a mix of Indiana Jones. He's witty, he's sarcastic, and you know what? That's gonna be a PlayStation 4 game.
That's
Definitely
gonna
need
be
to
fun.
get. And hopefully multiplayer comes back.
Which I actually played a demo of, because over the time I didn't already own the games. I played demos of the games. I think there was a beta for a multiplayer I had done, and I was just, wow. It took me a while to get used to being that I'm not used to doing multiplayer in those kind of games, but it is fun.
It is, and please do this right, son. And another game we're also excited for. They're both Tom Clancy games. Rainbow Six Siege.
That looks like a really good game. And a lot of the time, my uncle actually owned a pretty old titles of Tom Clancy, and me playing it, I'm used to first-person shooters, but this one is kind of, I would say,
You
is
get to
different.
use tactics, like you get
Yeah.
to you have to bomb a thing, and you can shoot through walls, pretty
Which
much
is cool.
bullets within the physicality, and you know what? It's gonna be pretty much fun. You get to break in a house, use tactics, and you have to. It's looks like it's gonna revolutionize multiplayer. I hope the single player can walk the walk. Same way as the
Definitely.
multiplayer.
Definitely.
So, and yeah, no release date, but we're excited for it. Another game by Tom Clancy, The Division.
Oh,
By
yes.
Ubisoft. You get a disease comes out Black Friday that pretty much wipes it out, and it's divided into factions, and it's like a role playing RPG type of thing. And from what I heard, you get to make your own character, which is a plus.
That's actually pretty cool.
Make him look like you. So I am hoping that it could be the year Tom Clancy. And another game also coming out that is also coinciding with a movie release coming in December 17th, and I had to definitely do this certain sketch. I am so sorry. Yeah, that was a lightsaber. Full Star Wars. Okay, let's get you some. That was an accident.
Oh, sure it was.
Oh, come. Do you want a salt and rice challenge after this?
It's like, don't even use a choke force on me.
Oh, no. And not if I shock you with my force lightning. Star Wars Battlefront. We don't need to say how much we love Star Wars. We're Star Wars freaks.
Oh, man. Another childhood memory. And I love those movies. And I remember playing the original Battlefronts, and for me, it was actually pretty cool playing as clones, stormtroopers, rebels. And it's just, I think I got immersed into the games because of the movies. And the movie, just the way they tied together. So, hearing that DICE was going to take over Battlefront, as far as the new title, I'm still crossing my fingers that they do not ruin my childhood right here.
Don't
Please.
suck. Please.
Please.
That is opportunity dice. I will hunt you down if you mess up Star Wars. Battlefield, just do better next time. But Star Wars, you're going to cross a
something
line.
you better work on. And I don't care if it doesn't even come out this year. If you put it to the next couple months, please do.
Do it right. And from what I saw, it's looking good, but don't mess with us.
Please.
Comes out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. And another game I'm also curious about, to my knowledge, it comes out the 2015 Kingdom Hearts 3. That was my game as when I was a kid. It was fun. And from what I heard, they're going to put Star Wars characters and Marvel heroes, actually.
Seriously?
Rumors. Yeah, from what I heard. So please be true. We don't know if they're true yet, but one thing's for sure, I'm definitely looking forward to this. So don't mess this up.
Cool.
And fingers up, crossed down. Hold on. Let me check something over here real quick. All right. Sorry, I thought there was something there.
But
Today we're gonna read your text, some of your questions. First pick comes from Jessica Lacey, our friend. She said she picked Battlefield Hardline because she loves Battlefield. She also felt that Battlefield did ruin the series badly. It is what it is, Jay. Don't get upset. And she felt that pushing it back to 2015 was the wise thing to do. And she's looking forward to playing online cops and robbers. And also, she also has a soft spot in her heart because her grandfather was a cop. So
that's actually pretty cool. Definitely
That's-
shout out to her, and I promise you, Jessica, you will enjoy this game as much as we are.
yeah, well, I hope so. Please be good. Otherwise, we'll hunt him down. Anyways. And next is from Dylan Rhodes. Of course, he said Mighty Number 9, a reincarnation of Mega Man. He is looking forward to it, and he was a fan of it since he was a wee little boy. And he felt he was, and recently Capcom has now been treating their Blue Bomber with with all the attitude they needed. In fact, with the Street Fighter Cross Tekken incident where they put box art Mega Man instead of Mega Man X, and they didn't even put it at all in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They only gave it a skin for Zero, making him look like Mega Man X, but he really isn't. But he funded the Kickstarter page when they first started.
That's actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And it exceeded its goals, and it's coming on next-gen consoles with the bonus stages, and he's really looking forward to it and hope he gives the Blue Bomber justice. And you know what? We might actually review that, actually.
That actually sounds like a pretty good game. And that's actually because I know a friend from growing up that was totally and still is into Mega Man. So this will definitely go out to him. Hopefully he'll see this. And I'm looking forward to playing Mega Man myself.
Might be number 9, but still, it's Mega Man in our hearts. My friend Jake Hyatt is excited for 3 of the games we just talked about, in fact, with a new one, actually, also. Battlefront. He's excited for Battlefront because he's just a fan of the series, and he hopes they don't mess it up for sure when they played it as a kid. And see, Star Wars is Bloodborne, an exclusive from PlayStation. He's saying it looks unique with the Victorian style, and also evolve with the shooter that hopes be a nice change of pace for gamers like seasoned gamers like him.
Definitely. And there's so many games that I've been interested in that I've never really completed or picked up. That's definitely going to hopefully start out my season this year. And probably get me into last year's, just overall just get me to enjoy the gameplay of it, immerse into it, and just something different from what we're used to.
Yeah. And also we have video responses from you, which we featured, which we gave you some nicknames, so feel free and check them out.
Hey, this is Jeremy. Some games I'm looking forward to is Halo 5, because I've always been a fan of the Halo series with Master Chief. I'm a big fan of the Halo series. Bungie, actually, I'm a big fan of Bungie. I love Halo. I love Halo 4. It was amazing graphics, amazing storyline. Guns were fun. The enemies were even harder, which I love. I love challenges. Another game I'm looking forward to, Tekken 7. That game, I've loved that game ever since I was a little kid. I used to just press buttons and beat everybody. Now I actually know what I'm doing. And Tekken 7 is going to be amazing. Be sure to get your copy on that as well.
Thank you all for watching this. We put a lot of effort into this. Please let us know what you think. And let us know what your gaming is. And we're going to be on break for quite a while.
So, but we'll pick it up
January 16th, which it'll be a 2 review event.
Which is actually cool.
It'll be a review of American Sniper and The Wedding Ringer.
Ah, yes. I actually saw the trailer for that, and I thought it was actually pretty funny.
Yeah, Kevin Hart, which we know is hilarious, but I'm curious to see how Josh Gad does. If you may know him as Olaf from Frozen. The voice of Olaf from Frozen. And I hope I can picture him as a human and not just the snowman. But this one I'm hoping it's funny. An American Sniper, directed by Clint Eastwood.
You feel lucky, punk?
Sorry, that's our Clint Eastwood impression. But this one stars Bradley Cooper, and it looks intense. And hopefully it changes the ways we think of snipers, which is just campers and stuff. This one you get to see what they go through, and I'm curious to know how they're going to portray it. Like, Clint doesn't hold back. Letters from Iwo Jima and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he directed Gran Torino too.
Gran Torino?
Yeah.
Man.
Well, shall we? Till January 16th.
Okay.
Signing off.
out.
What's up, man? Whoa! Does not
good.
work like that. This is not Tekken, man.
Tekken. I'm kind of more of a Mortal Kombat guy.
Oh, don't worry. If this was Mortal Kombat, flawless victory all the way.
Yeah, which you probably saw with the Colonel for when I gave him the Salt and Ice challenge for his fatality. Oh, what brings you here? A little surprise.
It's a little walk in the park, I gotta get my little childhood on.
Of course, I do this a couple times. So, Carl and I need help. Maybe some sketches on videos coming up.
Hey, I don't mind, man.
So, what do you think?
wait till 2015, but until then, I'm thirsty. You want to get a soda?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's go. We have so much.